Hello from Procrastination Central. This video is getting up late today because I got up late today because, like many of you, you probably woke up to a very abrupt change in the weather this morning, and I'm not here for it. It's hard enough for me to get motivated for fall stuff, and then when the weather gets really bad like this, ugh. Well, there's one good thing about this, which is that we have some very pretty color left. Not as much, but what's left is really pretty. And I was so worried yesterday that it wasn't gonna stick around. So I could show you today. I actually took a few little videos at like 4:30 last night. So like you couldn't even really see the color anyway, but I just wanted to make sure that I was able to show you some of it because some of it is really pretty. So let's go on a little garden tour and a little walkabout. Oh, as usual, sorry, I should say, welcome. If you're new here, this is my mostly weekly casual unedited garden stroll where we just stroll around the garden, chat about what's happening. I get a lot of wonderful feedback from you guys during these videos. 2 weeks ago, I asked you all about what you thought I should do with the weird branch on the maple and got some great ideas on that. A handful of people thought I should put a swing on it, and I'm pretty sure my swinging from tree branch days are over, but it was a good idea that I had never thought of. So let's take a stroll around the garden and we can talk about all that. Come on. You'll see I have not done anything about cleaning out the container. Well, that container's been cleaned out for a while, but I've not done anything with these. But look, I mean, the purple bell vine, well, now it's looking a little poopy, but it's been looking so good that, I mean, I was not in a hurry to get rid of that. Today on our journey, we have Dorothy and Darwin over there. Darwin, we just found out he got weighed this week. He's only 125 pounds. Dorothy's heavier than he is. He's just a baby still. He's like 15 months old or so. My other male newts never really filled out until they were 2 or so. So he's very much still a puppy, which I forget all the time because he obviously is not puppy sized. All right, let's start here with the beautiful gnome ginkgo. I mean, so incredibly gorgeous. I take pictures of it almost all the time because at this time of the year, like ginkgos tend to drop all their leaves at one time, and so like you turn your back and all of a sudden they're all on the ground. But it is so beautiful with that little tinge of green left in there. Gosh, I mean, give me a ginkgo in fall, just beautiful. This dogwood here, this is rosy teacups. You know, we don't talk about the fall color on dogwoods too much, but tell you what, pretty darn good. We're getting a little bit of yellow color on the Seven Suns tree, newly planted this year. And then down here we've got moonrise, Acer shirazawanum moonrise. Which I think this is its fall color if I recall. I don't think we ever get orange or red on this. And then beyond is the beautiful climbing hydrangea. And we all talk about climbing hydrangeas, but for how pretty they are, but we never talk about their pretty fall color. And the other one's even better actually. This is looking so pretty with the purple in front of it. You'll note that the beautiful trough container by the garage has been basically dismantled. Although honestly, those begonias are hanging in there. I've got some leaves stuck from stuff I cut off of there, but I did take the Fatshedera and the begonia out of there and brought those inside. Oh, we have another ginkgo. This is American. I planted this this spring. Love it, so cute. Just adorable. Let's stroll this way. There's the ginkgo from the other side. I always think hostas have pretty nice fall color too, but for the most part, they're even either eaten or flopped here. That maple right there, the quite red one, something sunset, maybe? We planted that as a bare root not too long ago. I think it has, I actually think it's a hybrid with Norway maple in it. That's why it's growing so fast, which is probably not awesome. But good color and just like, I mean, really, really doing well there for a bare. I mean, that was a relatively inexpensive bare root. Okay, another ginkgo to look at here. This is Goldspire, I think. And you'll note the odd shape of it. So I've talked about this before, but when this thing was just a baby, a tree was dropped on it. So we had a tree removed over there, and the tree fell on it when they were taking it down. So it was totally crushed. So it lost its leader, and this is now the leader right over here. And for a while I had been staking it, but then it got too tall to stake. I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to do something with it. And I'm not sure what. Maybe I don't know, we'll figure it out. But something has to be done. But in the meantime, a much different color, kind of like a limier, chartreuseier color than the other ginkgos are showing right now, which are both very golden-ish. Oh man, I did so much work in the garden yesterday. You'll see a video about this, including cutting back or digging dahlias. But oh gosh, I tell you, when you do those fall cleanups, boy, talk about it getting worse before it gets better. This is string theory Amsonia, which is not showing as good a color as the straight Amsonia hubrectii. I can show you that when we go back, but still very beautiful. Then we come this way. Now I will tell you that actually the climbing hydrangea is not as good a color as it was yesterday, although it's much better when the sun's on it, and there's no sun currently. This kind of blush colored plant here, this is Erixa japonica. This is this kind of really great shrub that I never see anywhere, and I never knew anything about until I owned one. So, okay, here's the beautiful climbing hydrangea. I mean, just so pretty from, you know, across the yard. And of course looks so good. We've got the monk's hood in front of it. So, you know, you get the blue and the gold. Very pretty. Some things have lost their leaves, like here's the Acer japonicum acanthifolium. That is pretty much done. Oh, Darwin, we're not going to drink that water. Come on, no, let's not drink that. Okay, newly planted this year. This is the Northwind maple, which is really this stunning orange and red combination. Looks really good, I think, with this is toad lilies in front of it with the green there. Yeah. So pretty. But then we get over here, and this is origami. This is new this year too. Just now, I mean, just started coloring up this week. So beautiful. I mean, I think of all the stuff we planted in spring, this is probably my favorite. I just can't get over how beautiful this is. And I love that it's this big, like, cousin it type mound. I mean, God, what a stunning tree that is. I would plant that. And both of these are great, but I would plant that all day long. We have, look at this. This is, what do they call those, naked lilies or whatever? Trying to bloom. A little late to the show there, kiddo. Oh, let's look over here too. Some things, like the bobos, the deer, those are just, they're so unhappy. They're coming out. Oh, I see something that should have been watered yesterday. I've been trying to run around. Of course, we have to put all the hoses away, or we can bring them back out because it is going to get warmer, but we have to blow out all the hoses yesterday. Here's Fothergilla, Legend of the Small. Not disappointing in the color department at all. Look at that. And then I wanted to show you that Amsonia before I forget. Then we can walk farther along the way here. But, you know, I don't think it would be so bad out here if the wind weren't quite so aggressive. Okay, here's Amsonia hubrectii. Just this beautiful cloud of gold. So pretty. We do get a little bit of fall color on these tiny tough stuff hydrangeas, but kind of pales in comparison to other things. We got so far behind trying to get things done yesterday that there's like a ton of cleanup left to do just from the stuff we did yesterday. And you know, when you're not, this weather, I think it's 30 some degrees. This weather is not normal for this time of year, but it's not unusual for Wisconsin, obviously. But when you're not used to it, oof, It's different. Look at my bottle brush buckeyes. The one down there lost its leaves already, but these two are quite pretty. Those are going to be naked by the end of the day, I think. Even the Haconocloa, Haconocloa, I don't know, macra gets a little bit of fall color on it. It's quite pretty. Look at the colors when we look this way. So we get the origami here, the north wind, and then that's that red in the background there is that big maple out in the woods. And actually, if we go here, oh, I guess got to put it between these two trees there. Now we get the gold from the climbing hydrangea in there. Gosh, someone should take a picture of that. Hang on, I'm going to take a picture of that. Okay, I took a picture. I don't know if there's much else fall color-wise, but a lot of things like, look, Pycnanthemum muticum still looks great. Here's a little bit of fall color on Cornus moss up here, and by fall color I mean basically purple-ish. The oak is kind of, you know, rustish. These pagoda dogwoods have fully lost their leaves over there. I think, honestly, I mean, there is a few other things, but I mean, the beeches, this is a beech right here, and then the big trees over by the mound are also beeches. And they do get some fall color here, but it's, you know, it's this sort of amber color. Very pretty, but it's not like it's showy like a maple. Meanwhile, the big Norway maple, that's sucking up all the water over there, it still has no color on it. It's the last thing to do anything, I swear. So that's kind of the story here. Let me turn the camera around, but let's pick a pretty spot to do that. There, I'll put myself between yellows. Okay, that's it. I gotta get some gloves going and get going and try to finish up some of the stuff I didn't get to yesterday. And then I do have a ton of, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super far behind on just regular household stuff. And once I start like essentially moving inside, I really, you know, you notice things that you don't notice in summer. We are not in our house much in summer at all. Like basically we sleep in there and we eat in there, and that's about it. Other than that, I'm pretty much outside unless I'm sleeping. So you get inside and you start noticing things like it's dirty, like the windows need washing. Oh, this is funny. One of the things I did yesterday was clean out the window box, and I was feeling super optimistic. So the night before, I remembered that I had broken the pole that I used to wash the windows. So I quick ordered one for next day delivery because I thought I was going to get to that yesterday. And of course I didn't. So I'm not washing the windows today, and boy, do they need it. So I am hoping that next weekend we get that warmer weather to make it a little bit easier, because there's a lot to do. I'm also really a bit concerned about my pots freezing. I obviously want to do winter containers, and it's a lot easier if the soil hasn't frozen yet. So I'm a little concerned about that. We are going to be, I don't know where the highs are in the 40s, but we are going to be lows in the low 20s for like 3 or 4 days now, which is not great. So hopefully we get some warmth going here, get another little shot at finishing up these things next weekend. All right, I hope you guys are having a great day in your garden. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know, you can find out what I was up to yesterday and the rest of today in the video that's coming out at the end of the week. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.